Yo, what is going on YouTube? It's your boy, Core Enforcer Mid here, and today we're going to be doing the draft analysis for the UPBA, the United Pokemon Battlers Association. So, I was uploading PMC to this channel, but, not PMC, PMU, but I left the league due to some things that were going on. So, yep. So, now I'm uploading UPBA, a great new league. This is season 1. It's ran by Gray, who, if you've seen him on my channel, I've battled him in multiple leagues like PTL, IBLD League, PMC, a bunch of different leagues. So, yeah, he's a great friend of mine. So, he invited me to join his Upload Wi-Fi league. So, here we are. So, this is a points draft. We get 120 points. We do allow some broken mons that you will normally see in the, just like the, I don't know how to say it, like the tierings. Like, we allowed things like Aegislash without Z moves, Megalodios, which I know sometimes is seen but sometimes isn't. Then we have Tapu Lele with no Z Crystal. We allowed Megalodios, Mega Mawile, Landorus Incarnate with Sheer Force, so we allowed some semi-busted mons, and because why not? It's all for more fun. You get tired of facing the same stuff 24/7 in every league, so why not just allow some other kind of mons that you don't normally see? So we got 4th pick out of, I believe, 16, which is really great for me because I'm usually never have like an early pick, so I really basically got to get something busted with. But when I saw things like Aegislash, Megalodios, Mega Mawile, Tapu Lele, I figured probably Tapu Lele, Megalodios, and Aegislash would all go before me, so I wouldn't get to use it, so I would just get Tapu Koko because I love Tapu Koko. I know that's a very generic mon in the format, but it's just because it's so good. But as you can see, I got Tapu Lele. And actually, I forgot to mention this. I have a new team logo, new team called the Star City Archers. Just because I love Arrow. It's a great TV show, great comics, and I wanted to have a logo like that. And it was made by another dude in the league named Trogdor. So check out his links in the description. You might be able to commission him too. But back to my pick. We had a 120 point budget, and Tapu Lele cost 20 points. But I said in my head, Tapu Lele is worth it. I'll probably never get to use this mon again, so I might as well get it now because it's really great in the format. It has, let me pull up its stats real quick. 70 HP, 85 attack, 75 defense. So far it doesn't sound so good, but if you keep going, 130 special attack, 115 speed F, and then 95 speed. So, and it gets Psychic Terrain. So it will hit so many things hard with Psychic type moves, and it'll be hard for opponents to switch in because usually you would rely on a good Dark type to deal with a good Psychic type, but when I'm part Fairy, and I can just Moonblast the Dark type, it can't take the hit. It can't switch in anymore. So the only good ways to deal with Tapu Lele is a bulky Psychic or a bulky Steel type. And I thought, man, I cannot believe Tapu Lele fell to me at 4th pick. Like, I know we have some more busted kind of mons allowed, but Tapu Lele, in my head, was the most busted of them all. And I'm really excited to use Tapu Lele, even though I can't use Z moves. But I can still run, like, Sub Calm Mind with Dual Stab. I can run Choice Specs, Choice Scarf, anything I really want. It even has a decent move pool. It even has Aromatherapy if I wanted to have, like, I don't know, like more of a support set. I can fling Toxic Orbs. It even gets Iron Defense. It has light screen. I don't know about reflect. Yeah, it has reflect. It gets Thunderbolt. What else does it get? I know it gets Energy Ball and Shadow Ball. So it has a decent coverage pool, but really you're just me clicking the Psychic and Fairy type moves. But I'm really excited to use Tapu Lele. So next, I wanted to get something that really helped break those Steel types Tapu Lele has trouble with. So I grabbed honestly my favorite mon in the format, Mega Charizard X. If you have seen me in any other league with Mega Charizard X, you will know how much I love this thing. It just does so much damage. I had it in APA Academy for the second draft, and I've had it in a league that I'm not uploading called the PTL. Let me pull up this thing's stats. So it is Fire and Dragon with 78 HP, 130 attack, 111 defense, 130 special attack, 85 speed up, and 100 speed. And Mega Evolution is not required turn 1. So I can Mega Evolve whenever I want. So if I think they're going to hit me with a ground type move, I just won't Mega Evolve and I won't take any damage. I love this thing. If everybody knows what it does, it's really just a, I almost said choice band user. It's a Dragon Dance user, and it even at +1, it can just wall break. But if you get it to +2, that's a GG, because nothing wants to take a hit at +2, because it gets things like Dragon Claw, Flare Blitz, Fire Punch, Thunder Punch, maybe even Outrage, Earthquake. It has decent enough coverage to where nothing can truly switch in. And even gets something like Steel Wing, which I don't think I'll ever use, but it's kind of cool. Gets Rock Tomb, Rock Slide, Power Punch. It gets Belly Drum, Flame Charge. Could you imagine sweeping somebody after I had the +1 speed and then Belly Drum? Just imagine how much damage I would be doing. Mega Charizard X is literally my favorite mon in the format, and its true weakness is hazards. So I need to get some more hazard removal and things like that to really make this thing just do great on this team. So with that, I decided to get my boy Mandibuzz. This thing is just one of the bulkiest mons in the format, and I feel like it really paired well with the team I have so far, because when you have a Tapu Lele, your opponents like to bring their psychic types to take advantage of the psychic terrain. So Mandibuzz is a great dark type to help me with that problem, so other teams just can't spam those psychic type moves. And it's best defog number 2, besides Empoleon. So I feel like it fit really great on this team. 110 HP, 65 attack, 105 defense, 55 special attack, 95 speed F, and 80 speed. So this thing won't hit super hard, but that's fine because you'll use Foul Play, which if you don't know what that does, I use the target's attack stat in my damage calculations. So if a physical attacker is set up, I can just Foul Play and I get their attack stat in whatever setup they have, which is really great. So this thing's more of like a bulky wall/pivot. It gets things like Taunt, Toxic, Roost, Foul Play, Knockoff. It can be physically or specially defensive. It gets Defog, gets U-Turn, which is always good. You always want some... Every team needs at least 1 or 2 forms of momentum just to switch around and do some damage. Just get a little bit of chip and bring you into a mon that can handle it. This thing can't really do much offensively like Volbeat and Little Cup, but it does what I need it to. And being a bulky pivot, stopping the psychic types, and helping get rid of hazards for Mega Charizard X. So in PTO, I wanted something from there on this team besides Mega Charizard X, just because I felt like my team synergized so well. So, I wanted to bring a few mons over to really help with Mega Charizard X, because I feel like that's going to be like the Tapu Lele and Mega Charizard X are going to be like the main core of my team in doing damage and sweeping and just breaking it open. So, I wanted some more bulk because I love having bulky pivots that still do the damage. So, I got the boy slash girl slash no gendered Shaman. So, Shaman is such a great mon. It's one of the base 100 pixies. So, all its stats are base 100 across the board. I love it. It can be physically defensive, especially defensive. It can even be a Life Orb user with like Seed Flare, Earth Power, Hidden Power Ice, and then Synthesis. Or you can run Rest because it has Natural Cure. You can switch out and still, get like all your health back and then not have to take any damage. Not have to sleep at all. It doesn't have the greatest move pool, but I just love how many hits this thing can take. It gets Seed Flare, which is a 120 base power move, with a 40% chance to lower the target's special defense by 2 stages, which is really good. Because if Mon tries to set up on me and if I start getting those Spadef drops, they can't take hits very well. I can even run like a Swords Dance Seed Bomb set, which would be kind of cool. This thing gets Tailwind, Toxic, Synthesis, Secret Power, I guess could be cool. I get Quick Attack. Can you imagine a Choice Band Quick Attack Shaman? I get Psych Up, so if an opponent tries to start setting up on me, I can just take all their current stat changes. It gets Ominous Wind, Natural Gift, which I love with. It's like if I'm on Wall Shaman, because I can't have the coverage for it, I can run like Natural Gift and hold a berry that will let me do a crap load of damage to him. Gets Lucky Chance, so I can't be struck by critical hits, which always happens. It gets Grass Whistle, so I can put opponents to sleep. It gets Growth, so I can do more damage. Giga Drain's always cool. There's Earth Power. I can do Endure Endeavor sets, which would be kind of cool. Dazzling Gleam, and Air Slash, and it also gets Aromatherapy, so it has like a wide variety of stuff it can do, while also still being bulky and being defensive, so I love Shaman in the PTO, so I thought, might as well bring it to the UPBA. Next, I wanted another hazard remover. I don't know why I can't speak today. I wanted a bulky steel type to help me again with those psychic types and psychic terrain. So I just thought, I've already got best defog number 2. I better get best defog. So Empoleon is a mon that I don't really like that much, just from past experiences. But I thought it fit this team really well. It has 84 HP, 86 attack, 88 defense, 111 special attack, 101 Spadef, and then 60 speed. So this thing is pretty semi-bulky, semi-offensive. It gets Defiant, so if I ever face like a team that had like an Intimidate user, I could bring like Adrenaline Orb, and get like that +1 speed and then get a +1 attack with Defiant. And I can just go with like Liquidation, Swords Dance, things like that. But really, I'm going to be using this thing more as a defensive pivot as my 2 mons above. Because in my head, every team needs a bulky water, and every team needs a bulky steel. I really cannot speak today. So, this thing is really just going to be like Scald, Defog, Stealth Rock, Toxic, Protect, Knock Off, Roar, like every week. There's really not much you can do outside of that, in my opinion, but I just felt like Empoleon fit this team well, and I felt like it wouldn't come back to me if I didn't pick it now. So, that's all I really have to say about Empoleon. So, now that I've gotten some decent bulk, I wanted some more wall-breaking potential. Things that my opponent has to prep for, that has a wide variety of coverage, that if I can get like all 4 moves right against their team. They really can't switch in, and it's just like 50-50s. And I thought, round 6 Nidoking did that. Nidoking is a monster in the format. It really has no switch in on any team. It has Sheer Force Life Orb, so moves get Sheer Force boosted and Life Orb boosted, but I don't take the recoil. 81 HP, 102 attack, 77 defense, 85 special attack, 75 speed def, and 85 speed, so it'll do a lot of damage. It has such a wide variety of coverage since it's from Gen 1, and every mon in Gen 1 got a lot of coverage. This thing gets moves like Aqua Tail, Earthquake, Earth Power, Dragon Pulse. What else? Fire Blast, Fire Punch, Flamethrower, Focus Blast. So can you imagine a Sheer Force Life Orb boosted Focus Blast? Of course I would have to hit, but if it does, it'll do some damage. It gets Head Smash. Even gets Hone Claws to raise its attack, which is crazy. Ice Beam and Ice Punch. Iron Tail. Mega Horn. Outrage. Poison Jab. Sludge Wave. Sludge Bomb. It even gets Smart Strike and Stealth Rock and Toxic Spikes. This thing does everything I need a mon to do, and the only thing that hinders it is its speed, but if you can get it in against a bulky mon, it doesn't want to, it'll stay in because nothing else wants to switch in, and I can just start to wall break. So, next I wanted to get some more speed, because right now my highest speed mon is Mega Charizard X, and that's really not going to do it for me in terms of getting people to prepare for my speed. So I thought, round 7 Jolteon. Who doesn't take a round 7 Jolteon? I have Jolteon in PTL, and it's doing some good work for me. Volt switching its way into Mega Charizard X so it can start setting up is really great. And what I truly love about this mon is that it has 130 speed. So it outspeeds almost all of the metagame. And it's my first Z Captain. My second Z Captain will come up later in the draft, but Mega Charizard X really loves the momentum with Jolteon in Main Buzz so far. So, yeah, this thing hits decently hard with 110 special attack, but it never hits truly as hard as you want, but who cares? You don't get it to hit hard. That's what Nidoking and Tapu Lele are for. This thing is just for momentum. It doesn't have the greatest coverage. You'll usually just run like Thunderbolt, Volt Switch, Hidden Power, and Shadow Ball. Maybe T-Wave 1 week. It really can't do anything outside of that, but I love Jolteon. It's one of my favorite mons in the format, so yeah, I thought about drafting it. Now I wanted some more designated, physically defensive bulk that I just felt like I needed. Wanted some more like bulky offense. So I get the pinnacle of physically defensive bulky offense in Buzzwole. It's such a good mon. It has 107 attack, 139 attack, 139 defense, 53 special attack, 53 speed def, and 79 speed. So, it's not going to take special hits well. And I wanted a good fighting type, but I was afraid of having good fighting types because Psychic Terrain hindering, like just making Psychic type moves even harder against fighting types. But Buzzwole isn't going to take a Psychic type move anyway, with its 53 speed def, so that really did not matter to me. And Buzzwole is just so good. It can be physically defensive or physically offensive. It's physically wall sets like Hammer Arm, Toxic, Roost, Earthquake, or Taunt. It gets Beast Boost, so I can either boost its attack or defense. This thing is also my second Z Captain. If I wanted to, I can run Z Bounce. It gets things like, it also gets things like Brick Break, Drain Punch, Counter, which would be kind of cool. Earthquake, Fell Stinger, Gyro Ball, Hammer Arm, Ice Punch, Iron Head, Leech Life, Power Up Punch, Rock Slide, Stomping Tantrum, Stone Edge, Taunt, Thunder Punch, and Roost. So it's a great physically defensive mon, and I haven't got to use it in a long time, so I'm happy to have it here. So, as I'm looking at my team, I realize outside of Empoleon, I'm pretty weak to like flying spam and normal spam combined. So, I wanted something I could switch into both. So I wanted a rock type. So, I got the big bulky boy, Rhyperior. So, I felt like Rhyperior was a pretty good round 9 pick. As you can see, I have 4 points left. So not very many points left, so I can get like a good budget mon. Rhyperior has 115 HP, 140 attack, 130 defense, 55 special attack, 55 def, and 40 speed. So it's kind of like Buzzwole in a way, just extremely physically defensive. But he gets solid rock, which is kind of like Filter, and where the Pokemon receives 3/4 damage from super effective attacks, so it really just helps out with the damage output against it. Because water and grass types are all over the format, so it just helps it takes those hits just a little bit better. It gets things like Earthquake, Stone Edge, Stealth Rock. At least one time this season, I want to run Rock Polish, Weakness Policy, so it can just like wall break and do all kinds of damage. So, yeah. There's really not much to say about Rhyperior. It kind of just does two things, either Stealth Rock, set up Stealth Rocks, or it can be like a Weakness Policy, Rock Polish, set up Sweeper, or a Wall Breaker. So, here I come to my final mon, and I was like, what kind of like mon in like 4 points or below can give me some good damage? So, yeah. What can give me some good coverage and things like that. So, I got Levani. It basically it's just Sticky Web Setter. They give me like a Swords Dance set and just do whatever, but 92 speed. And that's basically it. It just sets up Sticky Webs, and that's it. So, that's all I have to say about Levani. I only picked it up for Sticky Webs because Mega Charizard X and Tapu Lele under Sticky Webs is crazy. So, thank you all for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe to the video. Comment down below what you think about my team and, yeah, just things like that. And go and check out the other coaches in the descriptions. They'll be uploading their draft analysis if they're not already uploaded. So, yeah, thank you all for watching, and I'll see you all next time. Peace.